presidential motorcades. I have never in my lifetime ever seen anything like this, ever.
Bob, what has struck you the most? You hear the chants. Is this really the first time Lonnie is seeing what the city thinks of her husband in the last week? Is it really coming home to her now?
I keep using that word because I can't describe it any other way.
We are using the same word on here, Bob, as you know. I'm from here, and Dan Hall's from here. Rachel's been here 30 years. Her father's buried at Cave Hill Cemetery. Kent Spencer just has investigated so much about Muhammad Ali, and we are just blown away at what we are seeing. And I wish you would go ahead and paint the rest of the procession for us. Tell us what you're going to do when you get on the interstate and when you head.
Orchestrating this. So
now, as you are you going to pause at any more landmarks that you know of, or could we see some unexpected stops coming up?
I think you can see some unexpected stops coming up. So, and if we do, I'll try to give you a heads up. But well, hey, Doug.
Yeah,
nothing that we see. Not thunder, not the dirt.
There's the Belvedere.
So that is the Belvedere, right?
That's the Belvedere where people have been watching this stream. Let's just listen to some of those chants.
Roy Wilkins led the national NAACP for many years until he retired in 1977 and has a rich history. And as they come into turn right onto Muhammad Ali, the street that bears his name, that was called the Old Warner Street, a very historical district in Russell, one of our more historical districts in West Louisville, between 6th and 13th Streets. It was a cultural, entertainment, and business hub for African Americans going back to the 1800s, and it grew over at one time to have over 150 businesses. And historians would say that the years between 1920 and 1950 were its golden years. And it was during that time it was home to many restaurants, nightclubs, movie theaters, beauty, barbershops, banks, doctors, and lawyers' offices.
It was, yeah, the hub.
It was the hub,
as you said.
Right.
And again, not surprising.
Let's listen to this a little bit. I just can't get it. I can't get enough of these Ali chants.
It was so funny because we struck a nerve with that one.
Yeah, they're just at the Kentucky African American Heritage Center. I think it's important to note also, if they pass this intersection, they'll be passing the facility that was the old Jay's Cafeteria. For many years, it was one of the most popular seafood restaurants in Louisville. I'm pretty sure that Muhammad Ali must have frequented Jay's restaurant many times during his visit to back home.
And there's a woman who is open to it. She has a restaurant near there who is now replicating Muhammad Ali's favorite meal, and it included baked chicken. Go champ! You know, baked chicken. What a way to go! It had mac and cheese.
Look at that perspective
greens.
there.
The pictures from Sky 11
Just really
take
show
your
the
breath away.
magnitude.
It really does, because you know.
And my one son who's working, for people who are working, my son says everybody has their phone right next to them, like the work is at a standstill, even in the workplace right now, watching this.
Like when you used to bring the TVs to work, now everything's so mobile, and people can track this procession. We want to let you know that it is now heading toward Grand Avenue, Muhammad Ali's boyhood home.
You see some of the cars that are going windows down, people waving to the crowd.
And we're seeing the flowers there, but I
50 years ago, they've been well preserved, they're well kept, and
right.
Was that thing, and I just think that is such a telling statement and quote.
Look
Right.
at this scene.
Oh,
you can barely
close to Grand? Is this Grand Avenue?
You
I
can
think?
barely see the street.
Yeah, that's the boyhood home right there. And look at the crowds there. How far are we from Grand Avenue, Dan?
well, they have to continue west until they get to 34th Street, and then they will proceed south toward Grand. They will cross Broadway.
You've been in communications with Lonnie. What is she saying since we last talked to you?
said, I really would like to stop by his boyhood home. He would have won that. So that's what we're going to do. It's a large crowd, so we are going to make a brief stop there. We think it's along the route a couple 100,000.
A couple of 100,000. And you said your car, they haven't even seen that yet.
Yeah, we haven't even seen that yet. I mean, this is truly, I mean, it's historical for Louisville, Kentucky. But, you know, cell phones, Doug, through here, it's kind of hard to hear you. I said I was getting called about the house.
Turning onto Grant.
They're turning, Bob, they're turning onto Grant.
No, they're crossing Broadway, looks like.
Looks like they're crossing Broadway. I'm sorry, that's
Dan,
what you
we're
meant.
glad you're here. You're keeping
That's
us
right.
in line on all these.
They're crossing Broadway.
You're in the lead car, is that correct?
Hey, Doug, I'm sorry, I'm losing
You're in the
100,000. Well, my goodness, this is beat that times at least 2, maybe 3.
If you're in contact with the mayor, if you can't get Will Smith to call.
Grand Avenue.
Looks like they've added police escorts on the side of the hearse.
Right.
Just so, because obviously
of the
the
huge
crowds
crowds.
and
And they want to keep it safe and don't want anybody, obviously coming out into the road and anything to happen with, being struck, obviously. But I'm sure the police will be very liberal with this and allowing people to show their love right here. They get what's going on. They are asking the crowd just to back up a bit, just to let them through.
I thought they were going to restrict traffic on Grand Avenue. I thought I saw some cars on
as you
Grand Avenue.
know, Dan, it's such a narrow area. I was told about 2 days ago that they pictured this scene. They felt this would be one of the biggest areas, a collection of a crowd here and over at Cave Hill. And so they knew this, and they decided to go ahead and make the stop anyway.
But I think, even when we talked to Bob, he was completely blown away by everything that they saw to this point. I think that this is one of those moments that, even though they thought the crowds would be big here, I don't think it was going to be like this.
Right, and the car has now stopped. I can't tell if it's in front of the home or if it's just a crowd thing. Can you tell, Dan?
I can't tell.
We'll see if we can zoom back just a little bit to kind of take in
There's a wider view.
where we are here. We're looking for that pink house,
There it is.
and there it is, to the left.
I remember there was no historical marker in front of that house when I was growing up in West Louisville, but everybody knew that was the champ's house. Everybody knew that was the house that...
Didn't need the marker?
Yeah, exactly.
I just saw a sign in front of the house that said, "He's still pretty."
Yeah. I don't know if there are any other houses in Louisville that are pink. Do you know of any other pink houses?
Well, the one on St.
Louisville.
James Court, the
That might be
famous
the
one.
only other one. And how old was he when they lived at this house? Can you tell us, through what year did he live here?
I don't know when they sold this home and moved out to the Fern Creek area.
Well, the film we had was 1960, so we do know they were in the Newburgh area, around the area where you were talking about, Dan, and at least 1960 then to 1960.
likes it.